Hello everyone, I am Shaktivel and welcome to our Python programming tutorial series. In this video, we are going to cover a complete introduction to Python where we will be exploring the following topics such as Introduction to Python and its uses. Second, setting up the Python environment. Third, basic syntax and data types. Fourth, control structure, if statement, loops, etc. Fifth, strings and modules. Sixth, a simple project to tie everything together. Each section will be taught by different members of our team, ensuring a thorough and engaging learning experience. Let's get started with our first topic.
Hello guys, myself Janish. Today I am going to give a brief introduction related to Python. Do you know the history of Python? Python is a popular programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and it was released in 1991 and it was released at Netherlands. Python is a popular programming language. Python is also dynamic. Okay, now we got to know the history of Python. Do you know why Python is used? We can also code in C or C++, but why we are using Python is because it is simple and easy to learn. We can easily access and we can also easily learn Python. Free and open resources. It has a free and open resources. We can freely install the app and applications and we can run the code. Interpreted and by decode. Interpreted means we can run the code line by lines, but by decode means we can run multiple codes at the same time. Now next is embeddable and extendable. Embeddable means if we are having a code in C or C++ and we want to convert it into Python, yes, we can do it and it is known as the embeddable. And extendable means if we have a code in Python and we want to convert it into C or C++, yes, we can do it and it is known as extendable. Portable. Portable means suppose we are having a code in one machine and we want to run it in another machine, yes, we can do it and it is known as portable. Okay. Now we got to know why Python is used, but do we know where Python is used? In today's world, wherever the development is there, yes, we can say that Python is used. For example, graphic designing, data visualization, networking, IoT, etc. Thank you.
Hi there, I am Zahid Momin, and before we dive into coding, we need to set up our Python environment. This involves installing of Python and integrated development environment, which is known as IDLE. So we have to go to Google Chrome and on the search bar we have to write python.org. It will directly take you to its website. Go to downloads and download its latest version, Python 3.12.5. It will show it is downloading. It will take few seconds to download. Depending upon your internet connection, it will take time. So now after installation, you see the customized installation. Above that you have an option upgrade installation. Click on it and it will take some time to download and install to set up the progress. The downloading is almost complete. The setup was successful, it shows. Now you have to close the window and go to search bar and search there IDLE. It shows you interpreted. Open it. See, this is a window of console where the output will be shown. Now, and this is the window where you have to code. You have to save the file first. Python, we will save it as Python 1. Okay, you have to click on yes. Full the screen. Now type here print hello. Now inverted brackets, write hello world. Close the bracket. Now you have, for the run the code, you have to press F5 or you have an option over here, run. You can do as it is, click on OK. See, the output will be shown over here. The output has shown hello world. Thank you.
Hello, I am Nasir Hussain, and now that we have our environment set up, let's learn data types and operators. First, we have variables. Variables are used to store data. You can assign value to variables without specifying their types. X is equal to 5, y is equal to hello. In this, I have declared a variable x, in that I have stored an integer 5. Next line, I have declared a variable y, in that I have stored a string hello. Operators. We have two operators. First, arithmetic operators, and second, comparison operators. Arithmetic operation used for basic mathematical operation: addition, add, subtraction, hyphen, multiplication, asterisk, division, slash. Second, comparison operators used to compare to value: equal, double equal, not equal, exclamatory mark and equal sign, greater than, greater sign, less than sign. Thank you.
Myself Jairam. Today I'm going to explain about data types. In Python, there are several built-in data types, including the first one is integer. Integers are fundamental data types. They represent whole numbers without any fractional or decimal component. Integers can be positive, negative, or zero. Example 1, 7, -3, 50, etc. Float. Floats can represent numbers with decimals such as 3.14, -0.001, and 2.0. Strings. Strings in Python are sequence of character enclosed in single quotes or double quotes. They are used to represent text data and can contain letters, numbers, symbols, and white space. The next one is booleans. Booleans in Python are basic data type that represent truth values, true and false. They are often used in conditional statement, loops, and logical operations. Truth values: true is equivalent to 1 and false is equivalent to 0. The next one is type conversion. Type conversion or typecasting is the process of changing the data type of value from one type to another. In Python, this can be done explicitly using built-in function. Example, I have declared a variable x, and in that x I have stored a 10 as a string, and the next line is I am converting the string into an integer. Here is a small example of a code. I have declared the variable age, and in that age I have declared assigned enter your age, and there is a int. It is a int function, and the next line I have print my age. Now let's see what happens when we run. So now entering my age. My age is 13. This is what we call taking input from the user. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Deepthi. Now we will learn about conditional statement. What is conditional statement? Conditional statement is nothing but is an if-else statement. Just imagine if you have certain condition. If that condition is not true, a set of statement will be executed. If it is false, then another set of statement will be executed. Let's understand with an example. Just imagine if you have some apples. If that apple equals to true, then we have to print you have exactly 10 apples. Keep it them with yourself. If that apples is not equals to 10, that means you have less than 10 apples. Then we have to print you have less apples, save them for a later. Let's see the code. If you can see the screen, here I have written apples. Apples, it is nothing but our variable, where I have stored my variable as a 10. And the next line is if apples equals to 10, which means this line compares that apples is equals to 10 or not. If it is 10, we know that it is 10, but it is comparing that is apple is equals to 10. Then it will be print you have exactly 10 apples, keep it with yourself. Okay. If you can see, the next statement is else statement. If the if statement is not executed, then automatically else statement will be executed. Let's see what will be the output. As you can see, our output is you have exactly 10 apples, keep it with yourself. As we wanted our output and we have got that output. But just imagine if you have more than 10 apples, then how we can write the code for that? For that, we have to use another if statement. Let's see the screen how we can write the code for that. Here I will write if apples greater than 10, print you have more than 10 apples, divide with your friends. Yeah. Now you may think that we have used two if statements, which means you may be think that maybe that it will be not run, but it will run. But instead of this if statement, we can use another statement which is called as elif statement. Elif statement is nothing but it's a ladder of if statements. Let's see how elif statement will be run. Instead of if, I am writing here elif. As I written the elif statement, let's see and run the code. But now for that we have to change the value of apples. I will set it as 20. Let's see the output. As you can see, we have got you have more than 10 apples, divide with your friends. I hope you all understand how if, else and elif statement works. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Marsan and I hope so you all understood the previous concept which was explained by Dipti, and now I'm going to explain you about the loops, that when to use it and how to use it. So let's go. So in the very first, the question in your mind will be, what are loops, right? A loop is a way to repeat a block of code multiple times. There are two main types of loops in Python, for loops and while loops. For loops used to iterate over a sequence like a list, tuple or a string. And the next one is while loops. A while loop allows you to execute a block of code as long as a certain condition is true. So now let's run the code and see what the output we get. So in the very first, I am taking here I in range 5. I is nothing but a variable, and in the second line let's print I and let's see what the output is. So the output which I got here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you may think that why we didn't got 5 in the output, right? Is because you know that in many of the languages including Python, if we give the range of 5, it will be counted from 0 to the end of the previous number, which we used here is 5, and it will give you exactly 5 numbers, which is from 0 to 4. Now next we will run the code for while loop. So in the same way, I am declaring I as a variable, I is equal to 0. Now in the next line, I'll print while I is less than 5. The line begins the while loop, it checks if the value of I is less than 5. If the condition I is less than 5 is true, the code inside the loop will execute. If it's false, the loop stops. So in the next line, let's print I, and the same way as we did for loops, and in the next line I'm putting I plus is equal to 1. This line increments the value of I by 1. This means that after each loop iteration I gets larger by 1. Eventually I will not longer be less than 5, causing the loop to stop. So now let's run the code and see what the output we get. So this was the example demonstrate basic while loops in programming, showing how it can be used to repeat a block of code until a certain condition is no longer true. Thank you.
So hello guys, my name is Sagar. Now I am going to explain you the modules. Modules is a file containing Python code which can include functions, classes and variables. By using modules, you can organize your code into separate files and use code across different programs. Using the existing module, Python comes with a standard library of a built-in modules, and you can install third-party modules. Here are some commonly used Python modules. First, OS interacts with the operating system. Second, datetime supplies classes of manipulating dates and times. Third, RE provides supports for regular expression. Fourth, random generates the random numbers and performs random operations. Fifth, socket provides the low-level involving interface. Using the math module, the math module provides mathematical functions. So now we go to the code. The first line of the code is import math. It gives the mathematical operations. and the second line is number is equal to 16. The variable number is set to the 16. The result is equal to math dot square root number. Whatever the result of the square root number, it is shown in that. Printf, the square root of number is result. The whatever the output is shown in that. So now let's go to the output. So the output is the square root of the 16 is 4. Thank you so much.
So hello everyone, myself Moses, and I hope you understood the previous topic which was explained by Sagar. So I will be starting a new topic called strings. So first we will see what are strings. In Python, a string is a sequence of characters such as letters, numbers or symbols. Strings are used to represent the text data like words, phrases or sentence. We have seen what are strings. Next we will see how to declare a strings. To declare a strings, we can use single quote, double quote or also triple quote. There are various methods in strings. In that, I am going to explain three methods. First one is split, second is replace and third one is sort. So the split method breaks a string into smaller pieces called substrings. It is like a cutting whole sentence into an individual word. You can choose a character to split the string or like space or comma. Second one is replace. The replace method finds a specific word or a character in a string and replaces it with something else. It's like finding all the A in a sentence and replacing it with B. You can choose what to find and what to replace it with. So, and the third one is sort. Sort method arranges the characters in a string in an alphabetical order. It's like putting a bunch of characters, alphabetical orders in a to Z. You can also sort the characters words in a string. So I have explained what is split, replace and sort. Now I will be executing a small code so that you can understand it easily. So in this I have declared a variable s. In that I have stored hello world, Python is awesome. And this next line I have declared a variable w to split the sentence. So I am printing the w. Let's see what's the output. So if I print, as you can see, the output is hello. It has splitted hello separately, world separately, Python separately, and awesome separately. So this is what all about split. Next one is replace. So in replace, I have declared a variable same. I have stored a hello world, Python is awesome, and in that I have used s dot replace. In that I have chosen what I am going to split, like hello comma hi. So I want the hello to be replaced by hi. So let's see what's the output. As you can see, the hello has been replaced by hi. Hi, the world, the output is hi, the world is awesome. So that's it about replace. Next will be sort. Sort, I have already said, it converts in the alphabetical order. So I have declared a variable s. In that I have given the fruit, and I have stored the fruit name like apple, banana, orange or all. So let's see what's the output. So if I run this code, it came in an alphabetical order. I have stored like apple, banana, grapes, watermelon, but my output was apple, banana, grapes, jackfruit, orange and watermelon. So that's it from my side. Thank you.
So hello everyone, I am Harsh Mishra. So hope you all understand all the concept of Python. So we will now start with a little game code which is named like guessing a number. So we'll see how to write a code and how to execute that code. Let's start. First we start by importing the random module. This module will allow us to generate a random number which the player will try to guess. So here it is a random import random. Next we generate a random number between 1 and 100. Using this random function from the random module, this will be the secret number that the player has to guess. Number to guess random dot random between 1 to 100. We then set up a variable called item to keep track of how many tries the player takes to guess the number. So here it is a item 0. We welcome the player to the game and explain what they need to do. Print welcome to the guess number. print I am thinking of a number between 1 and 10. We now start the main part of the game with a while loop. This loop will keep running until the player correctly guesses the number. Inside the loop, we ask the player to enter their guesses. We use int input and convert it into an integer since they will be guessing a number while true. Every time the player makes a guesses, we add 1 to the attempts variable to keep track of how many guesses they have made. Just like attempt plus 1 equal to 1, which means attempt equal to attempt plus 1. Next, we check if the player matches the secret number. If it does, we congratulate them and tell them how many attempts it took. Then use break to exit the loop since the game is over. So here is the break. Okay, and here if user guesses equal to number to the guesses, it will print congratulations, you have guessed the number in attempts. So here the number of attempt will tell here, and here since attempt. So after that it will break if you guesses the correct number. If the guesses is too low, we let the player know by printing too low, try again. Okay, so here we print too low, try again. We use elif, which stand for else if. To check this condition, we have our syntax elif user guess greater than number to guess. And if the guesses is too high, we print too high, try again. The else part convert this situation. So here is our else part, and here it will print too high and try again. And that's it. The game continues to loop, asking the player to guesses and giving feedback until they finally guesses the correct number. Now we run the code. So by entering Control F5, we will see some welcome to the guess number. I am thinking of a number between 1 and 10. So we will now guess a number between 1 and 10. So we will enter first 2. So here it said too low, try again, enter a guess. So now we have to enter nearby 2, like 1 or 0, something like that. So we will enter 1. It also said too low, try again. It means we have to enter more numbers, like we will enter 3 something. So as you have seen that we have entered the correct number. So it said congratulations, you guessed the number in 3 attempts. So here that's our code about guessing a number. Thank you very much.
We hope you enjoyed this tutorial and feel more confident in your Python skills. Please comment down your favorite part of the tutorial or any feedback you have. We would love to hear from you. Don't forget to check the description for the PPT and other resources. Let us know in the comments if there are any specific topic you would like us to cover in the future videos. Until then, tata, bye and happy coding.
Hello, I'm Anjali from 12th C. Today I saw a video about Python and they easily explained the concepts and the history of Python. I did not know about the many ways Python was used. One of them was graphic designing. They easily and very conceptually explained the concepts and the variables and data types used in Python and so on. Thank you.
Hello, this is Prento from 12th C. I just saw a video where they explain Python, the programming language. So basically, I'm studying CS in where I'm studying C++ language. But when they show the video of the Python, it was basically similar to C++, and it was really easy to understand. And the loops and data types were easily explained, and the concept is very easy. The examples were easily explained. Thank you.